So these are the tables are related. Once you see that, and NGBSM underscore script means custom script that run in a real time and generate a custom view of the map for a specific CI. So what does it means? If you want to just create a scripting, so to run the particular map or particular some area, so we need to create some of the scripting items. So you can write your scripting, that table NGBSM underscore scripting table, script table can write to store that kind of the scripting information. And view means like a sterilized map views saved by users. For example, if any users are saved that particular maps, so that maps can store somewhere, that is a NGBSM underscore view. So in that area, in that table, it can store that information, it can save that information, those the users are saved. That's the reason. And next one is a NGBSM underscore filters. Filters saved by users. For example, if any filters the users are saved, so that kind of the filters it can store in a filter table. So these are all are depending on different type of tables. So now just example one I shown in a screenshot what kind of the tables and everything you can see that. For example, available CI icons are there. I shown there is a one CI icon. It will be looks like this. So each and everything what you want to change, you can change your as per your dependency views and creating of a map. So while creating a map, you can just create your own images or anything you wish as per your company needs. Okay, and you can see that NGBSM underscore context underscore menu. So this is a context menu information is also. What is the context menu? Is nothing but default and custom context menu actions that appears when user right click on a map. You can see that if I'm going to right click on a map at that time, what kind of the menu items will be there. So that also you need to create and you need to store somewhere. So that the information will store in a context menu table. So that information will store in that area. And NGBSM related item is also there. That is related item information will be stored, that stores which reference field should be treated as a relationships when building the map. So this allows users to include the CIs that are related via a reference fields instead of a relationship. So what is the meaning of this one? Means if any items are there, so some items are storing in a particular, so in a reference fields. For example, in a other items are right to store in a another reference field. So that particular area, that in that kind of the items information will be stored in a particular related item table. Okay, and now BSM underscore edge underscore color, like a color definitions to use when drawing the relationship between the nodes based on the relationship type. For example, the relation is based on the relationship, the relation is a different, we have the different type of relationships also there. I will discuss in next classes. So if depending on that relationships only, so it can show the colors whether the relationship is showing as a somewhat relationship, physical relationships are there. So it will show what networking relationships are there. It will show some other color like a red color, blue color. So color coding also we need to provide. That color information will be stored in a edge color table. And BSM indicators will also there, stores all map indicators. So what does it means? This is very important because map indicators only right to just create the mapping. Okay, the map indicators can try to store some area, that map indicators only will try to show creating of a mapping. It can be right to play an important role to create a mapping. And like a BSM graphs also there, so details of a maps. So if any graphs are there, means if any maps, so information will be there, each and everything will be stored in a graph table. And BSM underscore action will be there, actions on the map. So what kind of the actions will be there on your map, each and everything it will be stored. You can see that graph and actions will see in a practical manner. So BSM underscore graph. Okay, so BSM underscore graph dot list. Okay, so we can see that these are the graphs. SAP Enterprises Services graph is there, and PeopleSoft Enterprises services are there. Retail is there. Electronic messaging is also there. So these are all the graphs will be there. You can see that SAP Enterprises graph is there. Okay, so these are the same again same. So service what it will be shown previously, same as it will show. Okay, so if I'm right to just convert to the business services to this particular SAP Enterprise services, you can convert it. So these are the services, these are the CIs. So if I'm right to show in a dashboard area, you can see the dashboard area is also like a mapping environment it will show. Okay, so see here, these are the dashboard area, service, SAP enterprises, so information services. So if you want to show in a farm view, you can see, and dashboard view also we can able to see that what kind of the dependency views and everything will be in our general language. You can see that. So relationships are 8, state relationships are there. These are the symbols. You can see that. In a colors also you can see. I just defined that particularly red color. So it's a default. Yeah, it is a showing as a state relationships is a red colors. Like a colors also we can easy to identify. Okay, so that we can make it as a colors and everything also. And we can see that not only the BSM actions also there. So BSM underscore action dot list. You can see actions will also be there. What kind of the see focus and redraw. So redraw, that action will also be there. This is a menu type of action, icon type of actions. So we can see if I just expand this one, you can see that icon symbol is like this. This is a like a icon. So expanded CI with the issues means if any issues with that expanded, so that icon will show with a symbol like this. Okay, so in a dependency views already we discuss, see here, so like this, the symbols. So in a expanded view, each and every area we can just create and we can map it, whether we need to just see that. See, these are the icons we need to create. Okay, so that's the reason by seeing of the icon only we can easy to identify, yes, which one is right to, so whether it is a incident or any SAP related information will be there or not. So each and everything will be identified in that particular area. So then I'll go with a next one is a properties in dependency views. So tables completed, now properties will also be there. So what kind of the properties are there? This I'll show in a practical manner, then I'll come to this area. Okay, so where is the, so dependency view properties? See here, I'll go with this. So dependency, so dependency view properties are there in a configuration item, in a configuration CMDB properties are there, in the dependency view properties will be there. So these are the dependency views, but I don't want to use this one. What is the properties? First of all, we know when we go with a properties, then only we can go for the dependency views. So dependency view properties means if I just click on the dependency views properties, see that these are all our dependency view properties in a including of CMDB table. Okay, so what is the meaning of this one? So maximum number of CIs to display on a map at a once. So at a time, how many CIs can be ready to display on a map? So either so 1000. If you want to just reduce or so increase your wish, that properties you need to change. And maximum level depth from the root CI that can be initially displayed in dependency views. How many depth we can use? We can initially, so how many depth we can so display on a mapping means is a 3 levels I given. So if you want to just change, you can change it. These are the default values already there. So if you want to change your manually, you can change it and you can save it after changing of your so changes. So then after that, display the configuration of the map under, sorry, underneath virtual group. So virtual links are used to connect virtual groups to their child nodes. So you can see that if any virtual groups are there, that is a links to their virtual particular groups or links are there. So if you are ready to just enable or disable, if I'm going to just say that enable means keep S, is the default is a no, right? So number of nodes are there. Nodes is nothing but like a CI type of informations. Like a if any just dependency views, you can see that these are the nodes we can see. Okay, what kind of the nodes will be there? Each and everything will be ready to just give a assigning of a so maximum and minimum, and is it allow or not. So these are all the properties will be there. We have the many properties are there. You can just, we'll discuss in our PDF, like a in our PPT we'll discuss. So what is the properties will be there means, see that first of all, see glide dot bsm dot max underscore nodes. Just now what I said, the nodes. So that information will be stored in a particular this property area. So maximum number of CIs to display on a map at once. So at once, how many CIs can write to display on a map? So that we need to give a property. So and glide.bsm.2 underscore two underscore many underscore children. How many children child nodes are right to display under this particular CI? So that we need to just give a property. We can limit it. And so glide.ngbsm.filters underscore remove underscore filtered underscore items. This property will be right to giving as a filtered out items should be removed from the graph along with any disjoint children. For example, if any disjoint children are there, is not for joining up a with a CI. So we can filter out. We can just removing that particular area. So that area we can use this kind of the glide underscore like a remove filtered items. So that property we can use. Each and everything is a depending on the properties. See here. So each and every area we can use. We can just I'm sharing that PDF to you. You can read out and which filters and which areas are right to just depending on this particular properties. Like a so depending views properties is also very important because while creating any map, so each and everything is important, how to create it and what kind of the things we involved in the particular creation of a mapping view. So that is very, very important. Okay, in a practical manner in your organization, if they are right to just give up any conditions, for example, one CI can contain the only this kind of the levels of the nodes. So more than levels means it is not looks, and it is a dependency views are looks in a different type of symbols. If they may give any particular conditions to you, you can utilize these conditions and you can write, you can mapping your CIs with these properties and as well as with this icon symbols, everything. Okay, so that's a very important. That's why I'm saying to you, so you can read this PDF and you can identify so where it will store that filtered information, where we can store that child so CI's information, where we can store that color information, so where we can use the properties of a particular any maximum or minimum CI limits. Okay, so this each and everything will be so in a practical manner you can just create your own. So while creation of the dependency views, we can able to see each and everything, don't worry. Okay, these are the just introduction about the dependency views and how the dependencies views looks like that. So that's the reason only we are not entered the practical manner how to create a dependency views, right? So now you can see that different type of so color effect neighbors are there. So what kind of the node label colors are there, each and everything. Okay, so we can see. And now here the dependency view map indicators, so that's very important. So indicators, map indicators are icons that are used to display details about the configuration item. You can see now just coming to that area. So what area we can get this means display details about the configuration items such as any associated events, outages, incidents, problems or changes. By default, the dependency view maps have indicators for the following. What kind of indicators are there? Incidents that are open and active on that CI. If any incident is just opened on the particular CI, so alerts that are open related to that CI. If any alerts are opened, so particular CI, planned and unplanned outages related to that CI. If any planning and unplanned outages will be there for the particular CI. So each and everything will be right to write with a so map indicators only. In that map indicators only we can easy to write. You can see that in a problems records that are associated to that CI, and you can see change records associated to the CI. Each and everything will be ready to just looks and we can able to so identify the level of information of the dependency views maps. And configuring the dependency view maps can be controlled by the administrator through the settings menu. If I'm right to just writing as what does it means dependency views, I need to just see the dependency view maps in that area. For example, is a like we are right to just create the particular map indicators. The map indicators can try to identify that meaningful of that maps only it will try to create. Like you can see that. So these are already returned map indicators are there. For example, you can see that see task underscore CI is there. The task underscore CI is nothing but the table is related to the particular any active dependencies are there or not. So we can easy to give that particular. I will show in a practical manner. So here the map indicated task table already it is just given. Okay. So I'll show with that. So map indicators are there. You can see now you can just come to that map indicators. So you can see that. So view map in new tab, that is different. Map indicators are there. You can just simply click on map indicators. So these are all the map indicators already predefined. For example, incident table is there. So active dependencies are there means yes, true. Okay. So active in metrics, yes, it's a true. So you can see that. Okay. If I'm just click on this incident is involving in that particular CI items. So this table is involving or not. This I'm right to related to the particular C here. See, for example, incident table is there. That table is, so name is a incident I given, and here that is a, we can use that icons is also, you can see that icon symbol also, I'll check it. So this symbol only we can use. See, these are the symbol we can use for so creating of a incidents as per the CIs. So you can see that if any incident was open to the particular configuration item CIs, so that will indicate in that particular area. That is a map indicator. Okay. So and what does it means? A description field only it will write to visible. You can see. So description field only it will visible or not. For example, if any details I'll show. So there are see here. So if any just incidents are there, you can see the incidents are there means you can see here. So number will be there and open and what kind of the short description. So that description information only. So it will write to looks. So in this area, for example, where will that will go with a so particular any CIs are there. You can see. So incident, you can see. So what it will showing that is the active incident count is a 1. So I given that count is a 1 or not. You can see. So metrics, active in metrics is nothing but 1. This is a metrics is nothing but number of incidents are created in the particular CI. It will go. And now what field it will be if any opened incident was opened as per the CI. So this will be right to just showing like this. You can see. So an active count for the CIs is a 1. So 1 and how many incidents are opened? You can see one incident was opened. That too that short description given that manager cannot access a SAP controlling application. So these kind of the indicators we need to create. Okay. So we need to create that indicators as per your specification. If you want to change this symbol, you can change it. Icon, if you want to change, you can change that icon and you can give as per your icons what kind of the icons you need to provide. And you can see that label is the incident label only. What it will write to show that so label of that particular so incident only. Okay now. So then you can give that as a number of tool label is the first one, it will showing as a number. Just now what we shown. So first one is a number only. Then after that it will showing as a short description and description is a active incidents. You can see that if I just go with that area. So here there is a description is showing as a active incidents. Okay. So that kind of the creation we can create in a map indicators. And if you just give any active incidents only, we need to assign. If I, for example, already resolved incidents, we don't want to see in a particular area. That's why active is a true. So if you want to create this one, so that particular CI is related to that incident table. For example, what is that CI actually? This is what is a dependency views. That is a, I hope it is a I'll go with this SAP enterprises, right? So SAP enterprises services, for example, I just open, I copy this one, I'll write to just create one incident. So I'll create one more incident. You can see incident dot form. So I'm ready to just create one incident as per the CI of your SAP enterprises, right? So configuration item name is SAP enterprises services, right? So on this CI, this I'm right to just create one. So caller is a, for example, I will tutor. Okay, fine. So it's a demo. Okay. So simply I'll try to save this one. You can see save. So any incident was opened with this particular CI, automatically it will write to so indicate in your so mapping view. You can see. So I'm right to just refresh that one. I think what is the number it is? So 117, right? So I'll just open it. I'll refresh this one. Okay, now in detail I need to just see. See. So one incident is just there. Once you see, if I go with that particular SAP Enterprises Services, so I think this is a SAP Enterprise Services and distributing. And here that is a, so what does it means? That is a software assignment group is a software. What it will be, say directly it will be assigned, and you can see that now we just what we opened, that is a demo purpose one. Okay, incident was opened, then directly it is assigned to the particular CI where I given the SAP services information. You can see. So now in this incident also we can clearly it will open. You can able to identify what kind of the incidents are so affecting on this particular CIs. Each and everything will be in detail manner it will be right to looks. So that is called as a map indicators. So we can create the map indicators as per your specification. So that's why I given one example to you to create one map indicators. So I given one some of the, you can see that I just steps also I given. First of all, you can CMDB table what kind of the CIs are there, you can identify. First you can CI SAP Enterprise Services is there now, that is a CI. First you can identify, then go to that particular dependency views and you can see that if any that SAP Enterprise Services is showing any kind of the dependency views or not, you can see and click new button. For example, I want to create a new dependency views are new particular any dependency views means you can click on new button, and I'll explain this one in a next class. I think is how to create a practical manner. I'll show one dependency views to create this one, and choose a CI type. You can choose what kind of the CIs we can choose. Each and everything will be in a practical manner. I'll show to you, but the map indicators you can do it. Okay, so these are the map indicators I given to you. So you can identify, you can just read these points. These are the example. So map indicators, service now dependency views I given to you. You can just create the map indicators. Just now what I said, how to create it. You can identify the CI and as well as what kind of the icons we need to just keep and what kind of the criteria we need to just keep. Each and everything as per what we discussed just now. So as per that one, you can just create one indicator. Then you can able to get some knowledge on this. Okay, and these are the roles also there. What kind of the map indicator roles also there. So map roles also there. I'll just, you can go through this map indicators and information also I given to you. You can just, what does it means? These are the field areas, like a map indicator forms are there. How to just map indicator field is a description field, for example. So table is there. So what kind of the table you need to just specify in this particular map indicators. Just now what I shown them farm. So and name of the indicator, order, priority order task. So if any highest priority task is nothing but, so if you just give a lowest order to, for example, highest, for example, is a 3 or 4 or 5. So depending on that your priority wise you can give this order, and you can see that icons, which icons are right to use, and CMDB CI field, which field is right to related to that particular CI field is related to the particular indicator, and start field. What is the meaning of the start? Means when it will start to showing on a indicator. For example, sometimes it will if any incident was created, then only it will show the indicator. If any conditions will change, for example, we can give that if any updated value will be there. So at the time only it will try to create a one mapping. So at the time only it will show. That's a starting field you can give, and you can description field it will show or not you can give, and description, what kind of the description for this indicator you can give that, and conditions if you want to build a conditions. So you can give your building of your conditions. Active in service maps also, what kind of the specific table available or not. So particular active incident, what is the mapping area. So each and everything as per your information, you can see the tooltip label is there. Tooltip label means, just now I said, tooltip label means that it is a active incidents, or just now I shown. So that label information only it will write to just visible. Okay, so that the reason you can submit. After that you can check the dependency views whether it is showing that is a, so that kind of the particular table is showing or not. So you can use that already incident is there, and next one change is there, problem is there. If you want to use any other than this three, okay, so as other than this one, actually we have that is a incident, and next one is a problem is there. I think you can change, you can create one change table, you can create one mapping, and what does it means indicator you can create, and you can create one change as per your CI. You can identify whether it is just is affecting on that or not. So you can easy to identify for that.